know, when you're on the road, you tend to be a little more on edge. You know, you're threatened, and so I think we've been doing a good job the last 6 weeks or so of being prepared, being ready on the road. And I think tonight we were a little embarrassed by our last game at Oracle a couple nights ago. So for the most part, the focus was pretty good.
What do you think helped get DeMarcus going in?
Talent. Yeah, I mean, he's just unbelievably skilled, big man, and sooner or later that talent takes over.
Is this his best game, you think?
He's had a couple other good ones, but he looked. This is the happiest he's looked. You know, he looked the most comfortable tonight, and he made a couple moves around the hoop where he showed great agility, and so I think he looked. This is the best he's looked. I don't know what he would say if you asked him if it was his best game, but he looked great.
Steve, how important do you think mentally it was for him to get to that 31-minute mark?
I think he has been hoping to up his minutes. He's told me that. I'm well aware of that. And he played really well tonight, and so we were very comfortable with the rotation and the way it worked out.
Kind of an off night for Steph, and of course you have so much firepower, but what do you attribute that to? Just one of those nights?
It's never easy coming back to your hometown, especially for somebody like Steph, who's like the mayor here, and everybody knows him in the stands. And so I don't know. He's so dynamic, so talented, but everybody once in a while has a game where things don't go exactly to plan. And tonight was one of those games for Steph. No concern for that.
There were parts of the game where you guys had some bad turnovers. I know there was a 2-minute stretch where you took 2 timeouts and didn't look happy. I mean, are you happy coming out of this game? About the performance overall?
I think happy's probably the wrong word. I mean, anytime you win, you got to be satisfied in the NBA. So I'm satisfied with the win, satisfied with some of the game, not all of it. I thought we had some pockets where we needed to tighten things up, and hopefully we can do that on this trip.
When Cousins threw the shoe, did you think he deserved a tech for that, or was he just trying to get it out of the way?
I don't know what the rule is. I don't know if there's an automatic rule that if you toss the other guy's shoe out of bounds. On the other hand, it's right in the way. You know, somebody could get injured out there. So I wasn't really aware of what the rule was. He got the technical, so I guess that's the rule.
Draymond obviously had a good game, but did he come out all right with the ankle?
Yeah, Draymond came out well. I thought he played great.
Tough loss. I was very pleased with the effort, the togetherness of our group tonight. I thought we got back to what we were doing earlier in the season. Unfortunately, we didn't make enough plays. You know, when we needed to. We started getting the stops we needed. We were covering for each other, doing all those types of things, and offensively we weren't coming down and making the plays that we had to win on the road. So tough loss, but I am pleased with the togetherness of the group tonight.
Just, I think, 7 points off the bench. Anything that you've seen with that unit has been trying to be productive the last couple of games?
Well, we need more. And, I've started limiting some of the minutes of the bench guys, so they're not getting the same amount of opportunities. But we still, I'll get back to the film on the flight home tonight. But yeah, we need some more. From that group that's been good for us.
Just big picture wise now, going back home after these 2 losses in the road, any thought just about how this approach has to be for the season? Is it just the same? That's what you said before the trip, or just with 2 more losses?
It's the same. We made it a little harder for ourselves for sure, but that's what this league is. It's unforgiving, and we gotta go out and win games. And I do say I thought we played a much better game tonight than we did 2 nights ago in New Orleans, but we still didn't go out and win it. We got to take these games in this league. But I think we're on the right track to start putting some wins together.
Did you get an explanation for that apparent 8-second call? Did you get a discussion on that?
They just told me it wasn't. I mean, they told me that wasn't. They told me the goaltending on LeBron was not goaltending. So there's nothing I can do at that point other than take them for the reward. That was a big moment.
What's your team's mood like? You lost 2 straight now. They're trying to get into the playoffs. What are they like after tonight's win?
I think they're frustrated a little bit tonight. They're feeling that loss a little bit. I really believe they left it out there tonight. It's, those are games that you normally find a way to win. You guys are playing, playing the right way and giving the right amount of effort. So it's gonna be a long flight home, but like we always say, no one's feeling sorry for us, nor should they. We got to go out and do our job and find a way to win games.
What do you think the Grizzlies and Avery Bradley in particular did well to make it a tough, or make LeBron earn what he got to do?
Well, Avery's one of the better defenders. He has been for a lot of years. He does a nice job of getting under people and playing every possession. But I think LeBron still got to be quite a shots and still scored. Rebounded. He did everything. So Avery definitely does a nice job defensively, but I don't stop it all.
Luke, there's been so much focus so early in the season about the playoff push, and do you think all that has seeped onto the floor in tight situations where your team has become more tight on the court?
There's definitely some added pressure with the group. I think more has to do with just finding that cohesiveness again after all the injuries and the stuff happening, the talks off the court. It was just finding that cohesiveness tonight, and that's why I said I was happy with the way our guys played tonight, because I do believe that they were making took a step in the right direction, even though we lost the game tonight as far as that's concerned. Pressure could be. It's a possibility.
Luke, if you guys, if you like the effort and you like the togetherness, but you're still trailing a team that's 15 games under 500 pretty much the entire game, is there a concern that even if you have those things going in the right direction when you play even tougher teams in the standings, that won't be enough of a formula?
Yeah, no, I feel like if we play that way most nights, most nights we're gonna give ourselves a good chance to win games. I think we'll get more guys hitting shots, more guys making plays on the offensive end when our defense is getting stops like that in the second half. We get out and run. It didn't happen tonight, but I like our chances of winning games if we're playing like that.
Where do you think this offensive spark has come from Brandon? And just the way he's been able to score the ball?
It's time. It's what we've all said since we've had Brandon this first year. We see what he's capable of. This doesn't surprise us. It just takes time for things to transfer from the practice court to the game court. And then you see glimpses of it, which we've seen last year, and then you get hurt. And we saw glimpses, his rookie year. So then you start to become more consistent. It just comes with experience and time. There's not really a way to speed that whole thing up. It's different for everybody, but it seems like you're doing a good job.
Is it important for you to let them know they should just look at next game ahead and not look 10 games ahead and look true?
No, one game. I said, feel this pain. Let's not try to run from it. It should hurt that we lost. We went 0-2 on this trip. But the only thing that matters is our the next game, a chance to redeem ourselves against New Orleans. We don't need to look further than that. That's all that we can control as a group. So that's where we need our mindset.
Luke, Mike Conley's not the biggest or even the fastest point guard. What makes him so difficult?
He's skilled. He understands the angles. He's got a floater with a right hand, left hand. He can shoot, shoot threes behind screens. So he's got all. He can hit the pull-up game. It's tough to defend players in this league that have all that.
He took a charge in a key spot tonight too. There's some of the little things that maybe don't show up in the box score as well.
Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a winner. He's always, for years now, he's been, in my opinion, one of the best point guards in this league. So it doesn't surprise me.